तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ज्ञानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुर्पदं मन्त्रामूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षामूलं गुरुर्कृपा मोक्षामूलं शिवानंदने कृपा। ओम तिरुचित्रंबरम ओम कंदाचरणं मुरुगाचरणं मार्मुगाचरणं देवी वल्ली चरणं विनुबा कनबाचरणं ओम शिवेत्वनक्की வெற்றிவேல் முகனக்க ஓம் கலைமகளே தாயே கருமாரி போற்றி ஓம் அலை மகளே தாயே கருமாறி போற்றி. ஓம் அலை மகளே தாயே கருமாறி போற்றி. மதுரை உன் பேரும் மீனாட்சி தலே உன் பேரும் சிவகாமி காத்தனு கருமாறி தாயே உன் பதம் நமஸ்தே நமஸ்தே நமஸ்தே. மூர்வெறும் ஒரு முகமாய் தோன்றும் ஆதிபராசக்தி நீயே கருமாறி தாயே உன் பதம் நமஸ்தே நமஸ்தே நமஸ்தே. ஓம் சக்தி ஆதிபராசக்திக்கு ஓம். திரு வைகுந்தம் வாழ்வே தேவே குருவே தேவர்களாம் பரவி துடிகின்ற திருமாலே மணிய கனிய மாதுமே பெருமையும் பெருமானே தமோதராய அராய பொருளாய அச்சுதாய ஹரி நமோ நாராயணா.
கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா.
ஓம் குருவஸ்வ
தத்தவிதுர்வரேண்யம் பர்கோ தேவஸ்ய தீமஹி யோ யோ ந பிரச்சோதயாத்.
ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி.
அன்பு தெய்வமே,
அன்பு தெய்வமே,
ஞான தீபம்,
ஞான தீபமே,
எங்கள் உண்மை மாதாவே,
எங்கள் உண்மை மாதாவே,
துன்பம் வரும்போது துணிக்கும் அழைப்போம் அம்மா. எங்கள் உள்ள கதவை திறந்து அது உன் இனிய குரலை அருள்வாய். துன்பங்களை ஒழித்து இன்பங்களை பெருகச் செய்வாய். பேய்களை ஓற்றி நோய்களை அகற்றி சக்தி தீரும் கண்ணுக்கு ஒளி கொடுத்து காத்து ரட்சிப்பாய். எங்கும் இருக்கும் ஆண்டவனே, என்னை காக்கும் இறைவனே, அம்மா அப்பா ஆண்டவனே, அன்பு உள்ளும் கொண்டவனே, நன்றாய் உலகில் நாங்கள் வாழ நல்ல கல்வி தந்திடுவாய். உத்துமனாக நாங்கள் வாழ இறைவா நீயும் அருள் செய்வாய். நமச்சிவாயா நீயே துணை. நன்றி.
ஓம் ஸ்ரீ கணேசாய நமः. ஓம் கம் கணபதியே நமः. தத்புருஷாய வித்மஹே வக்ரதுண்டாய தீமஹி கங்கை தனியோனில் இந்த வடிவானில் எங்கு பெருமான சிவமே இந்த சனங்கோடி வருவாயமே தேடி வாழ்ந்தே போரும் மயமே
முத்தான முருகனுக்கு கோடி வணக்கம் முருகனே சந்திரனோ மனதே முத்தான முருகனுக்கு கோடி வணக்கம் முருகனே சந்திரனோ மனதே அத்தான மண்டபனும் அவதரிக்கும் அத்தான மண்டபனும் அவதரிக்கும் அந்த அழகுடனே நீலமயில் ஆடுகிறேன் அந்த அழகுடனே நீலமயில் ஆடுகிறேன் முத்தான முருகனுக்கு கோடி வணக்கம் முருகனே சந்திரனோ மனதே முத்தான முருகனுக்கு கோடி வணக்கம் முருகனே சந்திரனோ மனதே முத்தான வண்ணமலர் உதயம் இருக்கும் பூதம் போதனையே முன்னவன் ஆனவிருக்கும் பொத்தான வண்ணமலர் உதயம் இருக்கும் பூதம் போதனையே முன்னவன் ஆனவிருக்கும் தத்தான செந்தமிழோ சபையில் உரைக்கும் தத்தான செந்தமிழோ சபையில் உரைக்கும் ஆலே சந்தமும் கண்டது ஆலே சந்தமும் கண்டது முத்தான முருகனுக்கு கோடி வணக்கம் முருகனே சந்திரனோ மனதே முத்தான முருகனுக்கு கோடி வணக்கம் முருகனே சந்திரனோ மனதே சிங்கார Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru மாதவீரே கண்கையானே
My humble welcome. Namaste, Namaskaram, Namaskaram. Greetings, welcome to this Sunday morning prayer gathering. Namaste, congratulations to Chithambaram, Nadarajan, Alayam on the participation of the annual ice skate trip, and they produced excellent results in this ice skate trip. So congratulations to each one of you. And if you never won, you've already won. Because you just by participating and getting on the stage, you're a winner. You are a propagator of our culture, and you are not ashamed of going there and ensuring that our culture lives on, this heritage lives on. It's such an important aspect that in these very trying times. But also, just and on a positive note, that scientists and researchers have said that our religion sufficed for over 12,700 years, and some of them say it's even more, 18,000 years. So we will rise, we will be the phoenix, we will rise above everything, just by belief. And I think also we touch base all the time and say that even at the inception, when our forefathers got into this country, we came under false pretenses and they were brought in and became slaves. People now complain about hard work and complain about every other matter, but our forefathers were slaves. And the thing they believed was credible. They believed God. They believed God was going to see them through this. They got up in the morning, they had nothing to offer. That's why I say sometimes we go so elaborate and we want to offer all kinds of things, but prayer is simple, very simple. It must come from within. This prayer must come from within yourself, and you do it with bhakti, with devotion. Not at how much of display that you put on there, that's not important. So our forefathers got up in the morning and they offered water. They offered water to Surya, and that's what they prayed. And they prayed sincerely. They said that we are going through all those atrocities and we are suffering as slaves. We treated badly. But the generations to come must not suffer the way we are suffering. That's what their prayer, their ardent prayer was. Let them not suffer the way we are suffering. And that's what it is. Our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers came as, my great-grandfather came as indentured laborer, my grandfather prayed the same thing, and our parents prayed the same thing. Our children must be better than us. And that's why we continue to write. It's just through prayer. Little prayer, just prayer. But this prayer that you do, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be magnificent. It has to be simple and within yourself. It's a connection between you and God. Do your prayer. Connect to the Supreme, connect to the Divine, because the energies are there for us to connect. And during this very auspicious time, Mariam prayer, Adi Masam, the month of Adi, everybody offering. And I also encourage you to offer your prayer. Do your prayer out. Do this prayer out. It doesn't have to be elaborate. All these other things about slaughtering and doing lots of things are not compulsory. This is a variable. It's a variable from the Shastras. It's a variable that you come from different villages, and this way your belief. And more of this slaughtering came to accommodate your families. But prayer is simple. Just cook your porridge. 3 curries. 3 simple curries. You don't have to invite nobody. Just do your prayer. And this prayer was an important prayer. It kept us away from ailments and diseases and sicknesses. It gave us prosperity. This prayer, Mother Mariam, she emerged during famine. So it's important that just for us, the Mother of Providence, to give thanks back to her and keep away of all these negativities away from her. Just do a little prayer. It's an humble appeal that, through researching and through reading and so forth, and we know the importance of this prayer. This prayer is an important prayer. It's a very important. Every prayer is important. But if we make it elaborate, and make it very cost-effective, and during this economic time that we go through, it's difficult. We can't afford to have elaborate prayer. Prayer must be simple. Just cook your little porridge, offer your 3 curries, and do your prayer with bhakti and devotion. And tell Allah, please take care of us. Thank you for all that you've done for us thus far. Just continue to take care of us during whatever our challenges may be. Do not call them problems. Put Amma, put not Chithambaram, and whatever Swami you want to call your guide. Say to them that I want you to be part of my endeavors in my life. I want you to be part of every aspect of my life. And automatically will be there. There will be no problem. There will be a challenge because we'll overcome it. Problems are there to stay. But challenges we'll overcome it. With the divine, with the energies of the divine, we will overcome these problems. So we need to connect. We need to connect. Do not think my prayer is too minute and my prayer doesn't work. Your prayer works. The best prayer that anybody can do for you is your very own self. You know yourself better than anybody else. So the best prayer, no fun of coming to me and say, Guru, please do this prayer and do that prayer for me. You come there and talk to the Swami yourself. Swami is listening to you. Swami is listening to you. Come there and give off. Cry out your heart. Swami is listening to you. We've got to humble ourselves. We've got to put our problems down, lay it down, and say, Swami, these are my challenges and I need you to help me through these challenges. That's what we are here. We are here to create energies for one another. We are here to create energies, and when we disperse from here and we go in all of different directions, to our homes, into our communities, we take these energies across. We take all these energies from here across. You are chosen to be here. You are chosen to be here. You are just chosen to be in a shrine praying. You could have been anywhere. But you are chosen to be here. Because you're chosen and you're chosen to get these energies, take these energies and distribute it accordingly. Just go there and be positive. Let us stop being positive. Not about gossip, not about talking about anybody else. We do not have the authority to do that. We are not judges. We cannot do this. We're not allowed to do this. We're not even allowed to talk about another religion badly. It's forbidden in our scriptures. We're not even allowed to do that. That's the reason why we don't market. We don't market nothing. Because we don't come from the Western world. We come from a humble society. We come from a humble beginning. We do not market, but we got to propagate. That's what's important. We must propagate, because lots of us are in darkness. And unfortunately, we talk to the people that already are here in the light, in the brightness. We are here. You are here in the presence of the chosen. But we talk to you. But we need to talk to the people that are out there. Let's take them out of this darkness and bring them into this light. That's what's important. So, with that, I think that you want.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome, sorry. Welcome to Shri. Shri is from the Ramakrishna Center, and she is to represent the Swamiji here. And they want to show Shri a little talk before we continue. Welcome, Shri.
Everyone. I've just brought love and greetings from our president of the Ramakrishna Center of South Africa, Phoenix. That's in Boris Haven Drive. See some familiar faces. sure you know where that is. So Swamiji sent his love and regards. But most importantly, we've brought with us a bhajan box, which we're going to give one per family too. So it's continuous bhajans that will play on this very small box that Viraj will show you exactly how it's going to work. And we've also brought breakfast boxes from the ashram that we're going to give to one per person. So she's just going to show everybody, once we're here all together, how this works so that you know when you take it home how it works. Very simple thing. No.
Om Namo Narayana. Okay, there's a power button on the left hand side. So you're just going to press it down. On the minus. And you can use the plus or the minus to navigate between the songs. So you can go to the next song. There's 16 songs here. That's going to play continuously for up to 4 hours. You need to charge this. So there's an adapter for each of it and there's a cable inside the box. That fits into this port here and you charge it just like a cell phone.
It's very simple to use. The point behind this was, I think during COVID, this idea came up and Swamiji sent this to the homes of people because especially during the funerals and deaths at that time, we couldn't get bhajan groups and satsang groups to go to people's homes, you know. And during their most dire times, they needed this. So this is a music box that you can play throughout the day in your home, right? It will bring good vibrations to your home because it's all bhajans. And then also during funerals or ceremonies or prayers, just to keep it playing continuously. So I just said to inform the congregation that there's nothing wrong with having the name of God be playing. So don't listen to other people if they come and say don't put music on when somebody dies, because this is the name of God. It will empower everybody that is there and bring strength to the family. That's the most important thing. Right? So this is for all of you, one per family from our Swamiji. Thank you.
கண்மணியே பொன்மணியே கலந்து விட்டானே ஆற்றல் போடு பாற்றல் போடு சரிகமபா. This is the man of encouragement. Wake up, sir. Wake up. Wake up. At this age, he ended Tyson. Makes every one of us proud. It's an encouragement to all of us. Keep our culture going. Yes. அம்மா என்று அழைத்தால் போதும். ஒரே பொருள். நம் எல்லோரும் அம்மான்னு அறதும்னாக்கா அம்மனோட மகிமை காண்போம். In this entire world is suffering with war, illness. Who's going to come to our aid? Ma, every woman, this is Women's Month. 9th of August is Women's Day. Aren't you happy? You all are being honored. The world has recognized the woman late. But in Hinduism, God is worshipped in a feminine form. Every woman has a soft spot in their heart. I've been living with women, 7 of them, don't get me wrong. 7 of them are my sisters. But I'm living with one now. I never saw any difficulty during my younger days. My 7 sisters were there, taking care of us. So likewise, every female. Adi Parasati has blessed the woman. Adi Parasati is a one for creation and destruction. How wonderful. The world has recognized the woman very late. But let's see what our culture and tradition has done to our woman. I'm going to read this article which was sent to me. It says, walk into many of the ancient temples in India and your eyes are assured to see women in various attires. A woman that belongs to a culture that is colorful, vibrant and radiant. It is our culture. Of course, with modern times, governments have newer, fresher look than what it was centuries ago. The sari is the most elegant, graceful, stylish, simple attire that adorns a woman to sophistication, irrespective of it being highly expensive or least expensive. How beautiful you look. Look at that wonderful sari that our youth are coming with. Mother, there was a blue sari representing Namashivaya with a color. Beautiful. Our color is beautiful. Our color is blue. Walk daily in the temples, the villages of the city of India. Women are adored in saris. Truly, this garment is one of the most cultural, ethnic symbol of an Indian woman of Seva Hinduism background. I am here to speak on behalf of the Indian woman. Indian woman. If one goes to any temple or village or city, one will never see a woman adored in white saris. According to this, don't get me wrong, it's not from me. It was said. Somebody said it. Source unknown. Unlike some institutions in South Africa, many women wear white saris in the places of worship. Traditionally, back in the days, a woman wore white when a spouse died. A kumkum was washed out of her forehead. Her bangles were broken. Her thali removed. She was draped in a white sari. A woman in white was identified as a widow. I am sure many of you are already aware of all these. A married woman is regarded as Sumangali, married woman. The women of India do not wear white saris to the temple, but here in South Africa, some places of worship have white saris as a uniform. Some think that if one wears white, he or she is seen as pure. Wearing white does not necessarily mean that he or she is pure, and that one who does not wear white should not be seen as one who is impure. Wearing white is seen as pure, which contradicts the age-old belief that a widow in white is seen as inauspicious. Why a woman becomes inauspicious when her husband dies? Does a woman need a man next to her to be auspicious? Definitely not. Today I am proud that women stood their ground. They took their choice. It is up to them. We are not here to tell them what to do, what not to do. Am I right, Guru? Traditionally, an Indian woman stands out with a red kumkum, white tash, yellow thali, flowers on her hair, and a sari. If all of this had to fall and a woman had to only wear white, what would happen to this cultural identity? Beautiful, colorful identity of our culture. What will happen? Today, when a woman wears white, it should be her choice. See? It should be her choice. And if she does not wear white, it does not mean that she is not religious, spiritual, or pure. Purity is within. Purity is in your thoughts and action. It has got nothing to do with wearing a white sari or anything white. Nothing to do. It's your choice. Today, many women that I know who have deceased spouses still wear their thali and kumkum. They refuse to remove symbols. Some widows even remarry. And that was actually, I put this question to a group. When I was attending a wedding and I was presenting as a parent to a child that did not have a father, they called us to receive the, what they give us? Taipura. Where is that Taipura? So they refused to call my sister. I said, Guru, why are you refusing to call my sister? He looked at me. She's got no bhakti. No, she's got. She got no thali. No, she's got. So Mangal must stop. I said, do you know who put the dot? You reckon the husband? I said, no. The mother put the dot first. Am I right? Yes, he looked at me. I said, that thali, husband put it. After 3 months, goes to mother's house, mother puts one bomb, gundu. Put gundu. That gundu stays there, nobody can touch it. Can explode. You see? So, what's the difference? Why are we treating our female, our women so badly? Mother grew up, 3 sons, 3 daughters, lovingly when the husband died. No father. The mother battled and grew them up. Today she can't come and sit at that pandal where the wedding taking place. No, she can't sit. What is that? So what does a man remove when his wife dies? That's the first thing. What does he remove? What he has got to remove? He has got nothing to remove. Nothing. He's got dog. He's got tali. But one thing he's got to remove. What is that? The ring. The ring is Western tradition. You can take and throw it. That is important. In how many vows they take at that wedding, how many mantras have been said. It is a protection for the woman to have it on. Why should a woman be stripped from removing a dot, tali, and be draped in white sari all her life? Centuries ago, women had to shave their heads. Why should a woman who toiled for a child's upbringing be regarded as inauspicious at a child's marital wedding? Why should a widow be in isolation after her husband dies? Look at the punishment our tradition and our culture gave to a woman. But today, where they are? No way. They ignored all that. They took their choice. Nobody tells me what to do. That's why women stood on the ground. I'm proud of them. Why should women who are widows be seen as bad luck at cultural ceremonies? They should not do this, touch that, etc. But in these days, or rather in our country, I hear widows officiating weddings. Am I right? Women. I was so glad, happy to see a woman officiating a wedding, and I saw. I was called to do a small time. I'm not an MC, I'm not a good public speaker or something. They asked me to do a small officiating prayer. But there was a woman who I know, she was officiating weddings. Proudly called onto the stage. She officiated. Very good. Today, women are intellectual, educated, strong, fiery, compassionate, being of uplifting their homes and live irrespective of being a widow. They live in their lives accordingly to the instincts. A woman whose husband dies should never be regarded as inauspicious. A woman does not need a man next to her to be seen as auspicious. She is always auspicious and beautiful. A man loses nothing if his wife dies. A man continues to live as he was after his wife dies. He has no tali, not bangles, no to remove, and no white saris to wear. He does not sit in the house for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Women is expected to do by society, needless to mention that not all marriages were lived in heaven. Some men cheated. Yes, they were demons. Some men cheated. Now, women abuse it. The law brings anybody abuse a woman, will be severely dealt with. Okay? Back then, women used to burn themselves over the husband. Tell you this in India, on the fire. Yes. Okay, I'll cut it short. Okay. Let's groom our young girls to become great Indian ambassadors of strength and inspiration to women and men worldwide, that a girl can be stylish, simply elegant, traditional in modern world, yet contributing to the evolution of society, family and global progress. We are proudly Indian. Nandri.
Thank you, Pa. We thought about saying 7. We had 7 women. You look good. I thought competing with our first 10 women. I think you brought light to that in terms of your 7.
I did correct that. I
think in the machine. So yes, and it's an important topic. It's a topic for another day. Yes, once we acknowledge all that data, that's the opinion of an author, you will understand that. It's very important. White is not mourning. White is to attract energy. It's very important. Light colors are very important. That we must have light colors. So it's important that we wear light colors. Yes, it's a different aspect from mourning, but it's a topic for another day. It's a whole big topic for another day if you want to. We must sit and have topics, I think so, with regards to these things. But we cannot reinvent the wheel. It's also important. We must not reinvent the wheel. With that author, just reading that author, he has a very big idea of what he's talking about. It's more in depth, very much more in depth. Yes, I agree, time to change, we must change, but we cannot reinvent the wheel, because sometimes, okay, being a priest, we see so many different things. So many different things. We go to homes and they will tell us how to do the prayer too. So I ask, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Because I'm here to officiate your prayer, but if you tell me how to do the prayer, I'll excuse myself and you do the prayer. You start doing the prayer. So it can't reinvent the wheel. The wheel is there, everything has been there, it's been set down. If you understand, if you study, then you understand the aspect of prayer and everything about prayer, the sastras, the different sastras. The sastras are variables, the sastras are constants, and the sastras are periodicals. If you understand all these, then we'll have a little bit more in. Yes, I totally agree that when a woman loses a husband, she is not inferior. She is never inferior. Sometimes she has to become more superior because she's in charge there. She becomes fully in charge of growing a family. And yes, I totally agree. I officiated a wedding with the mom sitting on stage. Recently, I just did one in Coastal, and I made sure the mom sits there on the stage with the thing. And I researched. I didn't do my own thing. I didn't navigate my opinion and put them there. The opinions are not important. Facts are very important. So I researched and I made the mom sit there. Because sometimes we don't find anybody to sit at the wedding. We even take the neighbor to come and sit down and receive the Sunday Velda. We make the bridal couple to pray at their feet. They had nothing in your life. No, never had been instrumental in your life, but we bring them there because it's tradition. We need a family, a husband and wife sitting there, where people take the neighbors and make them sit there. So it's important that we understand what's the importance of these things. Yes, when a lady loses her husband, she doesn't become less a lady, she becomes more a lady, she has more responsibility, she becomes both mother and father. We have Mr. Dharmalingam there that set a very good example to her boys for many, many years, you know. So we have lots of other people that do the same thing. So it's important. It's important when you get involved in your community and involved in your people and in your families even, you'll have this situation. So you've got to give the right advice at the right time and make sure it's not opinions. Opinionated advisors must keep away from that. Ensure that we must set aside our egos. I do that from time to time. And if I don't have an answer, I must go and find the correct answer. Sometimes it takes us days and weeks. We can't find the answer. We cannot find the answer because sometimes somebody will ask you a question. We think we know all the answers. No, we don't. We don't know all the answers. But we answer the question that we know, and we don't know. I'll come back to you, and I'll get back to you. And when I get back to you, I've learned something. If it takes me weeks, it takes me months to research this, I will get back to you. So it's important. So with that, thank you. On behalf of the Shri, Chithambaram, Nadarajan, Alayam, members and officials, we want to thank the Ramakrishna Center and Swamiji and yourself, Shivana, and your colleague. Thank you very much for setting this up. And what you said that with this, during COVID, it was such a struggle. It was such a struggle. And you know, and I've been saying people, we were doing prayer, online prayer. We were doing all these kind of things that we never thought that we were going to do, but we did. So these things are such an important aspect. The Ramakrishna Society sort of an important aspect. We can play these things at home. Yes, you can play them all the time. You can play these, and it's words of God, and we do that. We're going to a funeral now. What people are going to say? We're going to a funeral to render service right now. What are we going to say? Praises of God. We're going to praise for God, and when we go to sacred hymns, we even actually go there and we sing and we ask for a pardon. We ask from the Supreme that please forgive us for not understanding Scripture, not understanding you correctly. That's what our Scriptures are. We start understanding the Scriptures, the padigams that we render. They have so in-depth meaning, such in-depth meaning that they have, that we go there and we actually plead. We plead. Please forgive us for our ignorance. But you are there. You're the omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, magnificent, divine, that we gotta all someday succumb and we will come back to your feet and pray. That's what we could do mutinary. We do mutinary at the end of a funeral. We ask for forgiveness. Please forgive us for our ignorance. Please forgive us. So that's what we do when we do all these things. So it's important. We can play these things even at funerals. When even in your homes, sometimes we have so much of clatter that we go there and you have to just play this little budget box. Play some divine tune. Let the home be divine. Because we have the soul that has to go back to its maker. Let us not send it untidy. Let us send the soul at peace. Let's bring the soul at peace. And not with all. I know most of the homes, that's common among Indian homes, that there's more worried about where's the world. What's in the world? That's what we worry about now. We have degenerated. We are there. We cannot be in denial about these things. We've got to make sure that we admit. And as soon as we start acknowledging that these things are wrong, we'll start refraining from it. But no, we are going deeper because we don't acknowledge it's wrong. We must when it's death, we must start respecting death. Respect this family. Give this family the honor. Not fighting about materialism. Because someday you are going and leaving this behind too. At some point, you're going to leave this behind. You're not taking it with you. It's going to be there. Thank you. That's what I feel.
பெயரும் அருள்வாய் காட்சியேகங்களே சொல்லாம் மறுபுறுத்தும் சொல்லாம் மறுபோது செய்த கொல்லாத ஜீவனை பாவையை பார்வையில் முடியும் அல்லாத கேட்கிறோம் கேட்கிறோம் சிகாரும் மற்றும் எல்லாம் பெயரும் அருள்வாய் காட்சியேகங்களே ஓம் வரும்
எல்லா உயிர்களும்
என்போச்சரிக்க
எங்கள் நினைப்பது
எங்கள் நினைப்பது
அல்லாமல் வேறு அறியோம் பராபரன்
அறியோம் பராபரன்
அன்பே சிவம்
அன்பே சிவம்
சிவமே அன்பே
சிவமே
அன்பே சிவம்
அன்பே சிவம்
சிவமே அன்பே
சிவமே
அன்பே சிவம்
அன்பே சிவம்
சிவமே அன்பே
சிவமே ஓம் திருசுற்றம் எல்லோருக்கும்
வணக்கம்.
May I make this very special announcement? I was asked to make this special announcement by Ramba that Stanley became grandfather.